You know, some people think that digital media production students just edit TikToks all day.
Which is crazy because we do Instagram Reels too.
Welcome back to Bit by Bit, a student-made digital media production talk show.
I'm Charlie Meredith.
And I'm Paige Schoen.
And
we'll
we're
be
your hosts for Bit by Bit.
Through the eyes of digital media production students enrolled in this fall's Multicam Studio Production course.
This will be a weekly talk show packed full of quirky, informational segments with 8 episodes to go.
Segments are the game, Bit by Bit is the name. And we're serving up some hot and juicy segments for this week.
Starting off strong with ghost hunting, trivia, and tailgate talks.
As well as Did You Know? Is This Even Weather? And Central News.
We're giving you a little something different this week in terms of ghost hunting, but what's some more information on your plate?
We have a special episode. This week, our interns will be answering some of the most asked questions about ghost hunting.
Oh man, the scariest part of ghost hunting, honestly, it's not even the ghost. I would say it's the people you do it with, because you never really know how they're going to react, and ghost hunting can be, pretty scary situation to be in, and if you're not with a group of people that you trust, things can get really crazy and really hectic. So honestly, the people that I do it with, because I never know how they're going to react. Man, being possessed was, honestly, that was one of the craziest things I've ever been through. Like I said, I know we caught a little bit of it when I was possessed, but just having my mind meld with the ghost like that, not knowing where I stopped and the ghost began, it was harrowing. Honestly, I've struggled to sleep since then, so it was pretty bad. I think I've had a couple follow me home. Nothing too dangerous yet, just some spooky vibes and then a misplaced... Ask me that one again. Honestly, I think it's happened a few times. Just a few times, though. I've gone home after a hunt and had some misplaced trinkets around the house, a scary aura, and I normally just do like a sage burn and it alleviates those feelings, but I've never had anything super dangerous follow me home, and I'm grateful that it hasn't yet, because I definitely think that it's a possibility. The worst type of ghost is a ghost that can't vibe. We've been hunting ghosts these past couple of weeks, and we've been really fortunate that they've both been kind of chillers, but I fear the day we run into a ghost and it just can't hang. Oh man, starting ghost hunting. I would say as a newbie, you just really need the passion for it. You need to let that drive you. There's going to be a lot of people who are telling you you're crazy, you're wasting your time, but the first time that you really get out there and you find proof for yourself, that's going to validate everything that you've been working for. So I would say it takes a lot of passion at the start. You got to get over that hump.
I don't know how much of that is true, but sounds interesting.
I want to be friends with a ghost. They can help me with my homework.
Yeah, right. That's a reasonable idea for a college student.
Worry about yourself.
Speaking of ghosts, we're going to play a fun game.
Fact or Cap, myth debunking in real time.
We'll be presenting each other with a UCM rumor, and the other will guess whether or not it's real or cap.
Okay, you first. Former students living in Yater Hall reported seeing a woman in historical dress checking rooms, experiencing cold spots, and unexplained footsteps and flickering lights. Is it fact or cap?
Oh, I think I know that one. That's true.
Yeah, okay. Well, that one was just too easy. So, but make sure you guys are wearing your running shoes when you pass by that building.
Right. My turn. Let's see. There have been findings in the music building. There's a room in the basement where the instruments play themselves after midnight.
That's crazy, but just crazy enough that it might be true.
Ah, gotcha. That one is actually cap.
I would get my first one wrong, wouldn't I? My turn. The recently torn down Natiger Hall was removed because there were reports of a man, mid-40s or 50s, who would break in, pick a vacant room, and spy on his next victim from the windows.
What?
Fact or cap?
I hate to say this, but I mean, the world is a sick and cruel place, so I'm gonna go true. That one's fact.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, that one's true?
No, it's, you just were wrong, and I'm happy about it. Yeah.
Oh.
No, it was definitely wrong. That's not true.
Oh, well, thank God. Last one. All right. When you rub the head of the Dale Carnegie statue outside of Martin, it gives you good luck. Fact or cap?
That has to be cap. I mean,
Okay, well, to be fair, I don't actually have any proof on this one, so it's technically cap, but that has not stopped me from absolutely rubbing that thing before every exam.
hey, you gotta exhaust all efforts before actually studying, right? Well, next up, we're updating you guys on the niche media news for the week.
Time for Did You Know? Welcome back to Did You Know, where facts are so strange that you'll think we made them up.
Except we didn't. The world really is ridiculous.
Okay, so did you know that there is a German shepherd named Gunther IV who is worth $500 million?
Wait, a dog is richer than me?
Much richer. But he inherited his fortune from a countess who has mansions, yachts, and even financial advisors.
So, somewhere, there's a boardroom where people are just like, sir, should we diversify the portfolio? But they're talking to a dog.
Yeah, and the worst part? He probably still eats socks.
Honestly, if I were his neighbor, I'd be hitting him up for rent.
From billionaire dogs to brothers who couldn't even agree on cereal.
Did you know cornflakes were invented because one brother wanted to stop sin?
Yep, John Harvey Kellogg believed that bland foods would suppress urges. His brother, Will, said, or we could add sugar.
So one brother tried to save souls and the other tried to sell cereal. Guess who won?
Spoiler, it's the reason that you can buy neon sugar marshmallow explosions from the cereal aisle today.
Somewhere out there, John Harvey is rolling in his very bland grave.
But hey, humans don't just argue over food. We also invent the weirdest rules for luck.
Like splitting the pole. If two people walk around the opposite sides of a pole, it's bad luck unless you say bread and butter.
So basically, the best way to avoid divorce is to walk around the streets yelling condiments.
Or itchy palms on your right hand means money coming in, and on your left hand means money going out.
Yeah, I tried that once when my palm was itchy and I thought I was gonna get rich. Turns out I just had poison ivy.
Or in Russia, whistling outdoors is bad luck. Supposed to whistle away your money.
Well, that's just like capitalism disguised as superstition.
Speaking of bizarre chains of logic, let's talk about how terrorism supposedly gave us spicy fan fiction.
Well, did you know that there's a theory that airport chaos in the early 2000s indirectly led to 50 Shades of Grey?
Okay, please explain that math.
All right. Airport delays. Stephanie Myers writes Twilight. Massive vampire craze. Twilight fan fiction. Boom! 50 Shades of Grey.
So history went terrorism, vampires, billionaires with whiffs.
Exactly! Now imagine a history teacher trying to put that one on a test.
Class, please diagram the direct line from TSA regulations to Edward Cullen's abs.
So, whether it's millionaire mutts, serial rivalries, bread and butter luck, or fan fiction butterfly effects,
the world proves once again, reality writes the weirdest scripts.
And that's all for this round of Did You Know?
Don't go anywhere though, we've got plenty more coming up next.
Stick around, you're not gonna wanna miss it.
We'll be right back after this commercial break with a bit more content.
Hi, I'm looking for something for my daughter. Whoa, man, I had something just like this. And I had something like that too. I think my dad had one of these. I bet I could still fit on this. What? I've already read this one. All right, I'll take these.
Your daughter's gonna love these.
Right, my daughter. I better take another look around.
Moonlit Petrichor has a new location located at 114 West Gay Street behind the Justice Center. We have handcrafted and locally made soaps, candles, wax melts, and more, along with jewelry and other products from local artisans. We have our fall and autumn fragrances available now, along with a lot of upcoming events. If you would like to check out any of those events, please visit us on Facebook or go to moonlitpetrichor.com. I hope to see you soon.
With a degree in digital media production, you'll learn to think on your feet while quickly adapting to the ever-evolving digital media environment. Produce professional quality media using the hands-on experience you need to make a difference for your employer or clients. Our program offers training in high-demand fields such as sports reporting, radio operations and podcasting, filmmaking, and television broadcasting. With concentrations in radio and podcasting, cinematic arts, and live studio and sports production, there are a lot of opportunities to choose from to build your skills. Work with UCM faculty that are active professionals in the industry and experts in their respective fields. They bring real-world experience to the classroom and encourage one-on-one interaction with students. Together, you'll focus on planning, writing, editing, producing, and publishing digital media. For more information about the Digital Media Production Program, please visit ucmo.edu/DMP.
Welcome back. We're your hosts, Charlie
And Paige.
The media really just gets stranger every day, huh?
Yeah, I worry for these digital media majors. Let's reel it in, yeah?
I see what you did there.
Next up, we're sending you guys over to Mako for our weather segment.
And when we get back, Pablo and Chuck will be giving you guys your sports updates for the week.
Over to Mako.
Thank you, Paige and Charlie. It's me again, Mako, back for another weather day, officially my third day as a weather dude. This coming week's weather is going to finally give the locals a break. Sunday will bring 60 degrees low and high 82. Monday being low 61 and high 83. Tuesday will bring a low of 66 and a high of 79. Wednesday will bring a low 63 and a high 81. And Thursday will bring, I don't even want to ask. The interns will not take me seriously. This is serious, guys. I'm out of time for today. Like I said, be wary, as we aren't sure if this is even weather. Back to you, fellas.
Hey y'all, Big Chuck here.
And Pablo, as always, let's get this show on the road.
The Seahawks beat the Cardinals 23-20. The Falcons beat the Commanders 34-27. The Steelers beat the Vikings 24-21. And the Giants beat the Chargers 21-18. Outstanding.
Anyways, the Bills beat the Saints 31-19. The Patriots beat the Panthers 42-13. The Eagles beat the Buccaneers 31-25. And the Texans beat the Titans 26-0. Ouch.
The Lions beat the Browns 34-10. The Jaguars beat the 49ers 26-21. The Rams beat the Colts 27-20. And the Bears beat the Raiders 25-24.
The Chiefs beat the Ravens 37-20. The Dolphins beat the Jets 27-21. The Broncos beat the Bengals 28-3. And the Packers and Cowboys tied in overtime.
Hey, congrats, Pablo. They're moving up.
hey, man, what in the world's going on there, Big Chuck?
I'm just trying to take this thing a little more seriously.
More seriously? Well, why in the HE double hockey sticks would you want to do a thing like that?
Well, obviously for the viewers there, Chuck. Pablo. I'm sorry,
It happens.
It's definitely just not because the Buccaneers lost this week.
Well, hey. That's all right. And you all don't leave just yet. We're sticking around because we're going to tell you some more news.
With our segment, Tailgate Talks.
Now, it was a big weekend in the sports world, from top 25 matchups in college football to star-studded NFL returns and a golf tournament with international bragging rights on the line. We're here to give you the update.
The Ryder Cup, which is a team-style golf tournament between Team USA and Team Europe.
And Team Europe got off to a historically hot, dominating the U.S. on Friday, and Saturday matches keep going up, 11.5 to 4.5, needing only 2.5 heading into the final day.
However, the U.S. stormed back, giving them a real chance until Europe's Shane Lowry sunk the winning putt on 18 to keep the Ryder Cup in Europe, ultimately defeating the U.S. 15-13. Hold on. We're getting word that it's actually pronounced Europe. Apologies.
Well, tea and crumpets. In week 5 of the college football world, there was a staggering 4 top 25 matchups, 2 being Big Ten matchups and 2 being SEC matchups.
In the Big Ten, number 23 ranked Illinois took down the 21st ranked Trojans 34-32, while the matchup of the weekend between number 6 Oregon and number 3 Penn State was a double overtime thriller that ended with Oregon coming away with a 30-24 upset.
In the SEC, number 13 Ole Miss pulled off a 24-19 upset over number 4 LSU, while number 17 Crimson Tide rolled up with a 24-21 victory over 5th-ranked Georgia. The NFL also had their share of marquee matchups, with the Chiefs and the Ravens facing off in a headlining quarterback duel, while Micah Parsons made his return to Dallas on Saturday Night Football.
In a big game at Arrowhead Stadium, in which the Ravens were predicted to win a close one, started off with an opening drive Baltimore touchdown that only went south from there.
After that touchdown, the Chiefs went on to put up a 20-point lead in the first half, taking a 20-10 to the locker room, and only poured it on in the second half, winning by a final score of 37-20. Ravens star quarterback did exit late in the game with a hamstring injury.
After a controversial offseason trade between the Cowboys and the Packers, they would meet in Dallas on Sunday Night Football to see which side won the trade.
In a game that was all about a star defensive player and who would come away victorious in the end, we surprisingly got 0 answers.
Yeah, there was absolutely no defense at all, and the game ended in a tie. How does that even happen?
I don't even know, but, well, things aren't looking too good for me, Big Chuck.
Pablo, please tell me you didn't bet on the Cowboys again.
Yeah, I did. I did, and because of last week, I placed a bet on them to lose. So they tied. So I lost both of them.
Well, not to be rude, but what else do you have to bet since you already lost your house?
Well, a funny story, Big Chuck. I've actually been meaning to talk to you about that. Well, I lost your house. So,
Are you joking? Pablo? Anyway, up next, Central News, right after this break.
Looking to have a fun time on campus or a family-friendly place to have fun? Check out the Union Bowling Center. We have the lowest prices in town, only $5 per game and $22 per hour for community members, and $4 per game or $17 per hour for UCM students and employees. That cost includes shoes and tax. There's also convenient and free parking on the corner of Clark and Holden for any member of the public to use. Let the good times roll at the Union Bowling Center. Open from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays, and from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. on weekends.
With a degree in digital media production, you'll learn to think on your feet while quickly adapting to the ever-evolving digital media environment. Produce professional quality media using the hands-on experience you need to make a difference for your employer or clients. Our program offers training in high-demand fields such as sports reporting, radio operations and podcasting, filmmaking, and television broadcasting. With concentrations in radio and podcasting, cinematic arts, and live studio and sports production, there are a lot of opportunities to choose from to build your skills. Work with UCM faculty that are active professionals in the industry and experts in their respective fields. They bring real-world experience to the classroom and encourage one-on-one interaction with students. Together, you'll focus on planning, writing, editing, producing, and publishing digital media. For more information about the Digital Media Production Program, please visit ucmo.edu/DMP.
okay, it's time to lock in.
Yep. Up next, we're giving you breaking news.
Over to Linda with Central News.
Welcome back to Central News, your news updates for all things UCM, Warrensburg, and the greater Johnson County area. I'm Linda Alvear, and here are your news updates for Thursday, October 2nd. On Sunday, Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe signed a new congressional redistricting plan into law. On August 29th, Kehoe convened the state's General Assembly for a special session. The session introduced House Bill 1, a bill to redraw congressional districts. The bill would also make it more difficult to pass initiative petitions in Missouri. The redistricting targets Missouri's 5th congressional district in Kansas City, currently represented by Democratic Representative Emanuel Cleaver. It expands the district to include more rural Republican areas, which could shift the potential balance of the district. Several organizations have filed lawsuits against the bill, including the NAACP. The law is set to be enacted on December 11th, ahead of the 2026 Missouri general election. Today, University of Central Missouri President Roger Best will deliver the State of the University address in Hendricks Hall. Remarks will begin at 3:30 p.m. The president plans to discuss enrollment, budget, and future plans for the university. Starting today, the James C. Kirkpatrick Library Family Study Room will be available to reserve. As part of UCM's Academic Affairs Strategic Opportunity Initiative, the Family Study Room will be available to students with small children in need of a quiet place to study. The study room offers educational toys, a rocking chair, a baby swing, and children's books for students studying with small children. The U.S. News & World Report recently released its 2026 rankings for colleges and universities across the nation. UCM is ranked number 59 among regional universities in the Midwest, and number 19 among top public schools in the Midwest. UCM is also recognized as number 57 in Best Value Schools and number 27 in Best Colleges for Veterans. UCM was recognized among the best undergraduate nursing programs nationwide, a 52-rank improvement from last year. UCM also ranked in the top 200 best undergraduate engineering programs in the nation. I'm Linda Alvear, and that was your Central News update for October 2nd.
Well, there you have it, folks. You know what they say, University of Central Missouri is the Harvard of the Midwest.
right here in the Berg. Well,
We have just one segment left, right?
oh, yeah, right?
It's time to embarrass Charlie.
Yay.
Welcome back to everyone's favorite segment, Common Knowledge Trivia, the show where the questions are so obvious, except when they're not.
I'm so excited.
This week, we are diving into the biggest pop culture wave of our lives, superhero movies. The blockbusters that everyone claims to know by heart, but let's see if Charlie actually paid attention or if she was just sitting in the theater eating popcorn.
I mean, I was really just there for the vibe, but I don't even like popcorn, so definitely wasn't that.
Perfect! Okay, let's get started. 8 questions, no excuses. First, who plays Deadpool in the Deadpool movies?
Well, I do know this one. It's Ryan Reynolds. That one's pretty easy.
Okay, very good, Charlie. I'm proud of you. Next question. In Spider-Man No Way Home, which actors all played Spider-Man on screen together?
Okay.
Come on, Charlie.
I don't think I watched this movie.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, but like it's like Tom Holland, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's one of them. That's one of them.
Andrew Garfield?
Good, good. One more.
Peter Parker.
It's Tobey Maguire.
That's what I said.
You know. No, Charlie.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question. In Black Panther, what is the name of the fictional country that T'Challa rules?
Okay, I know this one too.
Okay,
Wakanda.
you better. Good, good.
Yep.
Okay, next question, number 4. In the very first Avengers movie, who was it that they fought together in 2012? This is like American history at this point. Come on.
The movie's just called Avengers.
It's the original Avengers. Who were they fighting?
I'm gonna have to guess.
Loki. Nice. Okay, and question number 5. In Guardians of the Galaxy, what song plays at the very end when Baby Groot dances on his pot?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not very good with song names.
Okay. Well, it's "I Want You Back" by the Jackson 5.
Okay,
But
that was my first guess.
Sure, right. This guy. Whatever. Okay, and question number 6. In Avengers Endgame, what food is Hulk eating when the kids come in to ask for a selfie?
Okay, wait. I know I watched this one. I feel like it was like a bowl of something. Was it like cereal?
Breakfast. We'll take it.
Breakfast,
Okay. That means you've got like 1.5 right at this point, so you can keep your job. All right, question number 7. Yeah. What is Peter Parker's aunt's name?
Stacy.
No, you're wrong. It's actually May.
That's what I said.
Like the month of May. Whatever. You may get this last one. Uh-oh. All right. And the final question that we have today. In the post-credits scene of the Iron Man film in 2008, who appears to tell Tony about the Avengers Initiative?
Who watches the after-credit scenes?
Everybody who cares anything about Avengers. Girl, I wouldn't say that too loud. People are gonna.
Okay.
It's
is it
Nick Fury.
I didn't even get to say it. I didn't even get to guess.
Did you know that?
No.
Did you want to embarrass yourself?
I was gonna guess that.
Okay, she was gonna guess that. We're gonna talk about this later. Okay, whatever. And that's all for another round of Common Knowledge Trivia. Superheroes might save the world, but nobody can save Charlie from bad guesses.
Thanks.
You'll get them next time, champ.
Okay.
Tune in next time when we test more common knowledge that's apparently not so common.
Well, that's all we have this week, folks. We hope you enjoyed.
All right. I've been Paige Schoen.
And I'm Charlie Meredith.
And this was Bit by Bit.
See you next time.